Hello and welcome to Naija Footballer, the way with the interview, review, and preview matches. And today I'm there with Chelsea fan, one of the most outstanding Chelsea fans. After their wonderful win against AC Milan, we come here, we can't do Adawa. But unfortunately, no enter. Chelsea, they win this game comfortably.
You came to throw bantam. Yes, then you are chewing your bantam in your mouth, chewing it by yourself.
And they tell you, man, what a comfortable win for you guys.
Well, it was quite a good match, quite tough. AC Milan came out good.
Yeah.
The luck, I think, on the side of Chelsea today is the fact that the team is settling down after the crisis of this Ukraine, sale of the match, change of ownership thing. I think they are beginning to settle down and going back to find that rhythm that gives Chelsea its edge over most teams they come across. Like today, what they did mostly, they play as a team.
Yes, that's it.
They did massive attack and massive defense, and they played together. And I think the coach actually got it right. The midfield was very good, and that helped the other parts of the attack to be able to really play and blend very well. So it was a very nice game.
Yeah.
And tactically, I think the coach got it right today against AC Milan. I hope he'll be able to get it right in subsequent matches.
The next game is against Uefa. I know he will.
Chelsea is second in that group now, and we intend to get to the top of the group before the end of whatever. Because we are very determined not to descend into rough football at any stage. At any stage. Right. We don't want a situation where we'll now be struggling for space to view matches, along with your Man U team or Arsenal and co. The one that God has lifted up will never come down. So,
all right, so let's talk about the defense today. He started with Fofana. Fofana scored a goal, and before he got injured. Are you comfortable with this back four now if Fofana is injured?
No, I'm not comfortable with that Fofana. But I hope he will be back by the next match. I hope it's not too serious an injury.
Or you prefer Koulibaly to Fofana?
No, Fofana. Fofana is okay. Fofana, Koulibaly. Okay. They brought in Chaluba to replace Fofana. Yeah. I am more comfortable with Fofana.
Okay.
Because sometimes Chaluba plays secondary school football, kind of college football kind of game. Once in a while, he goes off that standard and quality. But I think benching him for a period of time, he seemed to be calm today and collected. And he's been able to blend better with the other players. I am missing Kante.
But I think Loftus-Cheek tried today, though.
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek did well. Very well. He's a good player any day. Loftus-Cheek is skillful, he's strong, he's very energetic, very stable and balanced, and is quite solid at the midfield, But all the same, we are missing Kante.
Definitely.
We are missing Kante. Kante is the box-to-box, midfielder, and of course, he dictates the direction of the game any day. He's a very peculiar player. No, he doesn't even if he's angry, his face is colorless.
I'm telling you, you don't know
he
where
won't
he's
laugh,
angry or not.
he won't whatever, and he doesn't retaliate.
Yes, that's a beauty.
No matter what you do to him, he just puts it behind him and goes on and focuses on the next minute.
Yeah.
So I think Chelsea is beginning to find this rhythm. And I don't know what the coach must have told them. Their commitment, their desire, the zeal to win was there in the game today. It was in the game today. I don't think AC Milan prepared to get this Chelsea they got today. Yes, they didn't.
Let's talk about Aubameyang and that strike. Can you take me through it, please?
That's a very fast one, lovely one, good. James gave him a very good assist, and he used.
That was a striker.
But he's a striker. He's a striker. He's a striker and striker true to type. You can't compare him with one or two people that were tried before.
Yeah.
It's just that he needs some of those balls more often to be able to whatever. And I think they need to. I don't know why the coach decided to play Raheem Sterling off position today. It's not good for him. It's not good for the team either. It would have been better if he benched him than to play him off his traditional position. Because if he's on his traditional position, you can know what to tell him to improve his contribution to the team. But when you take him off his position, I don't know. But I don't know what the coach wanted to achieve. I don't know what he wanted to achieve.
All right, sir. If you want to pick your best players in Chelsea, who would they be? Your three best players in Chelsea.
Three best players, of course, James
Number one.
Number
We should
one.
be we should be in position for the man of the match.
Yes, James, number one. Thiago Silva, number two. And of course, number three, Oba.
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, he did that.
Aubameyang.
All right, with this
Not
game,
in order of priority.
Yeah.
The three of them equally. So I
Equally,
just mentioned the
equally.
names. Yes. If I'm going to put it on priority, of course, I'm a West African. I'll put Oba.
all right, sir. With this your performance now, do you think you guys can still make it through to the top of the table? And what confidence do you think it will bring to the Premiership against Wolves?
What was giving us problem in Chelsea, apart from psychological trauma of change of ownership, sell the team and all that, some players were leaving, they were not leaving at the end of last season. I think the problem we had that actually created issues for Tuchel in the minds of most of the fans was selection problem. Was the selection, and then even this present coach made a few mistakes in one or two matches with his substitutions, but he got the substitutions right today. He really got, and I think he's beginning to understand the players and beginning to recognize their strength. And of course, they are coping and blending with his style.
Yeah,
so
I don't know if I'm the only one.
We are going to go beyond 16.
I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed that wherever Chilwell and James Reigns are in form, your teams are in form.
Yeah, because it's a balance. Chilwell is on the left there, James is on the right. So the wing back performance becomes very effective. And of course, the feeding of the central players becomes more so, especially if the midfield selection is well done. If the midfield selection is not very well done, they get under a lot of pressure, and of course, naturally, they will cave in. Once the midfield you get it right, the wing backs are able to play good game. You know. So if of course Chilwell is an A-team member, just equally with James. You know. Once he's not there, of course, you know there is crisis.
Definitely.
It's just that now our midfield is a bit confusing because there's no Kante. So there are certain players like that in every team. There are certain, departments of the game that you have the best person in that department. And anytime that person is not there, it has to be his substitute, that is there. Sometimes the substitutes come out and do better than the main man. Just like what happened in the history of Nigerian football time. Amokachi was Siasia's reserve, and West Ham kept on warning Siasia, pass the ball. Don't be selfish. In one particular game, Siasia was selfish. He had a good chance to score. He delayed. He didn't pass. He missed the goal. And immediately West Ham called for substitution and brought in Amokachi. And Amokachi went mad. And from that time, Amokachi kept the shirt. Siasia became his reserve. So coaches are like that, and some reserves are like that. They just want a day when they will blow. So when you are the best in your department, you must sustain that quality of play, or else you are threatened. So there are one or two discoveries actually that are coming up in Chelsea, and I believe that by the time they find their rhythm and they are strong, Chelsea will be better off for it.
All right. The most impressive player, or the most impressive player so far for me is Kepa. Do you think
from today's game?
Yeah, from even last week's game, he played very well, and today's game he was excellent too. Do you think he has taken the place of Mendy?
I don't think so.
You think Mendy is still better than him?
Mendy is still better.
Wow.
Mendy is still better.
Okay.
Mendy has quite a number of advantages over Kepa. Kepa is promising. He has potentials, yes. And what I've observed is the fact that Kepa has become a lot more serious-minded now. The weakness Kepa had was loss of concentration.
Yes, and confidence.
Yes, but since Mendy came back from Nations Cup, he's not been able to find that quality of goalkeeping that made him excel. He's not been able to find. I don't know why. Coming for Nations Cup and then playing the World Cup qualifier coincidentally against Egypt twice. I don't know why he came back and his concentration level has been very poor. Yes, that's dropped. But Kepa has actually picked up. But we all know that Mendy is still a much better goalkeeper.
Finally, which stage do you think Chelsea will get to?
Semi-finals of Champions.
Semi-finals,
inshallah.
Right. Thank you
we'll
so
get
much.
There semi-finals. And Man U fans will be there to clap for Chelsea.
All right, thank you so much, sir.